Hey guys, Technically Jeff here, and I just wanted to do a quick follow-up on the ShiftPower-USA throttle response controller. I've had a bunch of people ask me questions about various things and if there's any potential issues with regards to like warranty claims, or if you have an insurance related incident like an accident, if they could deny the claim, if you have this installed, that sort of thing. And I can completely see where people are coming from with those questions. So I reached out to the company to get some answers and kind of understand a little bit more about how the throttle response controller actually works. It put my mind at ease, and I wanted to share that information with you guys. So I'm going to go over some of the concerns and the information I was given, so that way you guys have that information available. So first, when it comes to insurance related concerns, I think the big one here is like unintended acceleration. I know we've seen it in the news with Teslas where they've had unintended acceleration before, and people were curious if this might cause something like that. And the shorter answer is it's actually impossible. So the way the throttle response controller actually works is it amplifies the signal that it's getting from the throttle sensor, and it can't actually send a signal unless it's getting a signal. So if you have your foot off of the accelerator, it can't send a signal at all, so it's not going to accelerate. So unintended acceleration is a non-issue. It's just not possible. When it comes to warranty issues, like I said, it sends the same signal that it gets. It just amplifies it, so it's within the same voltage range that the factory settings provide, basically. It just adjusts the sensitivity of it up and down to make it more or less sensitive for you and give you a different driving experience. And with that, because it's within the same range, the computer, the car, there's no diagnostics or anything that would even show that this is installed. And it doesn't push anything outside of the factory limits to where you have to worry about something being denied. It's not overloading any circuits. It's not doing anything like that. It's keeping it within the same range. It just adjusts the point within that range when you hit the accelerator. So depending on what you have it set at. And I think that addresses the vast majority of questions that I was getting on it, because people were concerned about unintended acceleration and people were concerned about their warranty. Excuse me. People also had questions about the EV6 already has drive modes for this. Essentially, you have eco mode, normal mode, and sport mode. What do you need this for? And that's correct to a point, but this gives you so much more customization. It gives you that valet mode. But the big thing for me is with like the all-wheel drive vehicles like mine, the eco mode is the only one that basically makes it rear-wheel drive all the time. If you have it in sport mode to get that extra throttle response, it's in 100% all-wheel drive all the time. Not ideal for efficiency. If you're in normal mode, then it's kind of a mix between the two. It's rear-wheel drive unless it needs the extra power, then it makes it all-wheel drive. But with the throttle response controller, you can give normal mode the throttle response of essentially sport mode easily, and still be able to have it go back and forth between all-wheel drive and rear-wheel drive. And you can make eco mode significantly more fun to drive. And honestly, I mean, for $190, and that's after my promo code. The promo code expires in about a week and a half, which is why I wanted to do this update if you guys are interested, so that you can save money before the promo code expires. But it's for the cost, especially, I mean, this is an EV, so you can't, it's not like a gas car where you can install an intake, an exhaust, a turbo, things like that to change the performance. You can't install a tune like I've done in many cars. I've installed aftermarket tunes, gained horsepower, gained throttle response. You can't do that in this. This is the only real thing you can do to really change the driving experience. And honestly, it's drastic. I know in the video I mentioned it doesn't change the like 0 to 60 time on paper, but there's a lot more to a driving experience than just flat out acceleration. If you're driving, I don't know, 30, 40, 50 miles an hour and you go to accelerate, it's a big difference. You can have a big difference if you set it that way with a throttle response controller, especially in like eco mode and normal mode, to where you don't have to hit the accelerator quite so far. It's more responsive, and it's just, honestly, it's just a better driving experience personally. So I have yet to see a review of somebody who has purchased it and said, no, I shouldn't have got that. I've only seen reviews from people saying this has been an awesome, awesome modification to get, especially for the price. I know ShiftPower-USA is fairly new in the US, but they're based out of Brazil, and they sell thousands of units a month in Brazil. And excuse me, it's very popular there. So there's other companies in the US that do similar things that are also very popular. But the ShiftPower unit, from my research, is significantly better. Obviously, you have the button that you can use in the car to go between the presets, but then with the app support and how you can basically have infinite adjustments for the throttle, it's really cool to have. So if you're like me and you like tech stuff, if you like playing around with things like that and customizing things, this is definitely something you should consider. It's, like I said, $190 after my promo code from BeatSonic USA. I'll post a link in the description for you guys. But I can't recommend it enough. Don't let worries about insurance or warranty, don't even worry about it. The information that they provided completely put my mind at ease with regards to these things. There's another thing they mentioned, there's like redundant circuits in the throttle pedal circuit. There's 2 redundant circuits, and the ShiftPower-USA unit actually uses both of them to prevent any kind of issues. And then if the unit completely fails, if it loses power or anything like that, it has a fail-safe mode where it will go into a closed circuit and just revert back to the factory settings. So you don't have to worry about losing all of your accelerator. If you're driving down the highway and something fails or something like that, it'll just drive like it's not even installed. So there's a lot of safety features built into it. The app works really well, and like I said, for $190, there's nothing you can do to change your driving experience like having something like this. So anyway, I hope that this answers a lot of the questions that you guys have. I hope it puts your mind at ease with some of those things. If you do have any other questions, let me know. I'll be happy to answer them if I have the answer, or reach out to them and get some answers for you guys. I've been driving with it now for a few weeks, and actually probably almost a month now, but like I said, I'm very happy with it. I'm glad I got it. It is a lot of fun to be able to make the adjustments and to have the increased throttle response. Usually I keep it at about 50% increased throttle response, and I use the dynamic the exponential setting, and it really adds a lot. Sport mode is obviously instant throttle response, but it definitely makes the other modes a lot more fun. So anyway, like I said, if you have any other questions, let me know. But thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys soon.